Welcome back to Tech Vibes. Today we're improving your PS5 internet speed using the best PS5 network settings. Place the PS5 on a stable surface where you can clearly access the rear ports. Make sure the PS5 is powered on and fully booted to the main home screen. Hold the PS5 DualSense controller and move to the settings icon in the top right of the PS5 screen. Select the settings icon and open it. Scroll down through the PS5 settings menu until you find Network. Highlight Network and press X to open the PS5 Network menu. Select Settings under the Network section. Make sure Connect to the Internet is turned on for the PS5. Now scroll to set up Internet connection and press X. If your PS5 is connected via Wi-Fi, look at the Wi-Fi list on screen. Before changing settings, lightly inspect the PS5 Wi-Fi antennas by ensuring the PS5 vents are not blocked. Move the PS5 if needed so that it is not directly against a wall or inside a cabinet. If possible, position the PS5 upright to allow better Wi-Fi signal reception. If your router is nearby, consider switching your PS5 to a wired LAN connection. Pick up an Ethernet cable and plug one end into the back of the PS5 LAN port. Plug the other end of the Ethernet cable firmly into your router LAN port. Ensure both cable ends click into place securely. On the PS5 screen, if you switch to LAN, highlight Wired LAN and select it. Now press Options on the PS5 controller. Select Advanced Settings on the PS5. Scroll to IP address settings and set it to automatic. Scroll to DHCP host name and set it to Do Not Specify. Scroll to DNS settings and select Manual. In primary DNS enter 8.8.8.8 using the PS5 on-screen keyboard. In secondary DNS enter 8.8.4.4 and confirm. Scroll down to MTU settings and select Manual. Enter 1472 for MTU on the PS5. Scroll to Proxy Server and set it to Do Not Use. Press OK to save the PS5 network settings. The PS5 will now reconnect to the network with the new settings. Wait a few seconds while the PS5 applies changes. Once connected, scroll back to the main network screen on the PS5. Select Connection Status on the PS5. Select Test Internet Connection. Allow the PS5 to complete the test. Check the download and upload speeds shown on the PS5 screen. If the speeds are improved, your PS5 network settings are optimized. If speeds are still low, we'll adjust the router channel for the PS5. Go to your router and locate the router power cord. Gently unplug the router power cord. Wait 10 seconds to allow the router to reset fully. Plug the router power cord back in and allow it to reboot. While the router restarts, return to the PS5. Make sure the PS5 remains powered on and connected when the router reboots. Once the router lights stabilize, return to the PS5 test screen. Run Test Internet Connection again on the PS5. If still low, switch the PS5 Wi-Fi band. Go back to set up Internet connection on the PS5. Press Options on the PS5 controller. Select Wi-Fi frequency bands. Choose 5 GHz if the PS5 is close to the router. If the PS5 is far from the router, choose 2.4 GHz instead. Confirm the change on the PS5 and reconnect. Run another test internet connection on the PS5. You should now see a noticeable improvement in PS5 speed and latency. If speeds are still inconsistent, ensure no large downloads are running on the PS5. Also check other devices in your home for heavy network usage. Once everything is optimized, return to the PS5 home screen. Thanks for watching Tech Vibes. Your PS5 should now have faster, smoother internet.